all in all, I think we could walk away as professional performance from the squad. I mean, Raheem Sterling, I kind of feel sorry for Raheem Sterling. And it's kind of down to the perspective of, not to say he's good enough. I just feel like you got to platform him in the right position. I don't think Raheem Sterling is anywhere as effective throughout his careers, barring maybe City as an out and out right winger and expecting him to create. I think he's a player who thrives, who would do better on the left hand side. I think on the right he's expecting 1-2s and quick interchange to get the best of him. He doesn't have
Nathan. Don't do that, man. Come on, Nathan. We saw him on the left, and it stunk the same way, bro.
But listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm talking about platforming a player to give you his best. That's not to say that he's good enough. So those are two different conversations we're having here, right? Those are two different. I've not once sat here and said Sterling is the answer on either flank. But you have to platform players so that they can play, so that they can give you the most out of it. It's like we were talking about.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Pep put that guy in a very good system where he could utilize what he is best at, which is getting onto that back post and getting a goal in, getting him in the positions where he had the most space to utilize his pace and utilize what skill he had and his shot, bro. Pep put him in a very, very good system where he could utilize what he's good at and hide what he's bad at. Arteta is not Pep. So the reason why we got him is that was the final fuck you and middle finger from Edu before he left. Clearly. So with this guy, I'm done. And the thing is, with this guy, I'm done with Sterling. And the thing is, we can't even like cancel his loan. Like for real, they said no cancellation.
I get what you're done with Sterling, but I do still think what Nathan's saying is right. If you're going to get any type of tune out of him, put him in the position that he played the best in, rather than in a position that he wasn't even that good in when he was in his pomp. I think that stands to reason. If you had a really good fullback in his day who's looking a bit tired now, you wouldn't put him in central midfield or as a centre back. You'd go, let's just keep him into his position. We'll make him stay back. I think that's, if you guys have got to keep him and you don't sign anybody else, I think there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth.
I think you should just put him. To be honest, Nathan, you're trying so hard, Nathan. Raheem Sterling is never going to be the answer for you. If Raheem Sterling is the one you're going to rely on, just right off the season, bro. Raheem Sterling is never going to be the guy.
But then you're misconstruing what I'm saying, because I've never asked us to rely on Raheem Sterling. That's not been the argument. It's about, we have him in the squad, right? So we're going to have to use him in certain games. So if you're going to use him in certain games, create a platform to get the best out of him. No one's sitting here saying Sterling needs to start every
single game.
Do you want
my opinion? Promote a youngster better than him because he's on loan. Just write off this check. Bro, write off the check and then just take your L and then move on. Promote another guy.
Raheem is not that bad. Raheem is
bad.
I literally played him on the left-hand side against Bolton.
We made a mistake.
Yes, he is against Bolton, but he still performed very well in that position, and he had a youngster.
Let's keep it real. Reece Nelson going on loan, Raheem Sterling coming in, we got worse. Raheem Sterling
10 weeks.
Raheem Sterling is not better than Reece Nelson. Raheem Sterling is not better, I would say, as an impact player this season than Eddie Nketiah was last season. Sometimes you actually get worse by getting rid of some of your squad players that you don't think.
That's my point, Igal. I agree with you.
I hear that, guys. Let's get some of these super chats here. First one says, I never understand why people fully insult players. That's a human being. Human being vibe, brother. Leave it on the pitch. Cursing them out is insane.
Don't watch my watch along for don't watch my watch along, man, for firing like this. Just don't do it. If that bothers you, just don't do it.
Arsenal fans are the worst. Can't say a player had a good game because you hate him. What does GT?
Get the
fuck out of here.
Yeah, there we go. Kai Havertz had a good game. Do you know one thing I was going to say? I'm not slagging him off at all because he can't help this. When I watched Gyökeres earlier, I still can't believe Sporting started him on the bench. But the goal he scored, he had the one thing, and Kai Havertz doesn't have it in his locker. That ability to power past somebody, just you drop a shoulder and you power past someone and shoot. And I see Kai Havertz in good position sometimes. And he just doesn't have the physical prowess to be able to do that. And I'm not blaming him because you knew what you were getting before you bought him. But if you guys can bring someone in who can power past defenders, that's just an extra 5 goals maybe a season, which makes a huge difference.
What do you think of Sesko?
Yeah, look, I think Sesko's good. I think Gyökeres is better. But then Gyökeres is 26, 27. He should be better than a 21-year-old, you know. But I think that the positions your number 9 gets themselves into, I think Sesko will do a better job more often than Kai Havertz.
He can't create chances for himself, and that's something what Victor Gyökeres does well, is that he can create chances for himself.
Yeah,
and that's what I like about him, to be fair.
I get that. Manny here says Kai's 2GA doesn't deserve any praise, apparently. So I actually thought he's touched the first goal. I thought the touch for the first goal was really good. What he meant.
I can see. There's like a trend here of what these. Listen, guys. All I'm gonna say to you guys, is listen. He had a good game today. Yes, Kai Havertz had a good game today in regards to scoring and assisting. But I didn't forget that this guy is one of the sole reasons why we are in none of the. Well, we're still in one cup competition, but he's one of the sole reasons why we got out against Manchester United at home, people. Yeah, and then instead of you guys actually sitting there and understanding the situation that we're in,
wait.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, because this guy sits here.
This guy
sits here and says, "Oh, Raheem Sterling's not that bad." That's like me sitting there telling you Kyle Walker's not been that bad. That's like me sitting there saying Kyle Walker's been all right.
Today's a match reaction. Am I not supposed to react to today's game?
No, 100% you are. 100% you are. But if I'm still not happy with the player, I can say, okay, maybe let me say he had a good game, but I'm still not happy with the guy.
Bro, I'm not happy with him either, though. I'm not happy with Sterling. So that like I think you're looking at my arguments as two different things. I'm not happy with either of them. I want upgrades on all of them. However, you can still say do things to platform them so they can perform their best. Those are two different arguments, and you can have the same. You can have those two different conversations, and in the same space. They're not conjoined together, right?
I don't think Sat should be allowed actually to criticize Kai Havertz for the amount of waka wakas he's saying on streams on every single platform.
I'm only angry because he backed him and it's back. It's like a lot of Man United fans did that with Ten Hag. They went all in for how great he's going to be,
and then like a woman that's cheated on him, basically.
And then he did. And then when it went wrong, they're like, this man's a fraud. No, you just got it wrong. It's not that he's a fraud. You got it wrong.
Terry,
your guess was wrong. Yeah.
He was slapping his chest and everything, saying, my player. Now he's sitting here calling him a fraud. What are we doing? Son, it's okay.
Listen, man. We make listen. Sometimes you place your bet on the wrong horse, bro. Do you know what I mean?
It's okay. It's okay. Like, one second. Guys, you don't have to call him caca. But you still don't have to call him crap also. Just be like,
all I'm saying,
he is what he is.
You know what?
We could just summarize this real quickly.
All I'm gonna say,
had a good game.
All I'm gonna say is sometimes you place your bet on the wrong horse or donkey in this case. But
sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
This is how I know.
Yeah, I hear that.
If we ever get to winning back major honors, it will just take one bad season for him to call that same player who won us a league title shit also.
No. You're missing something. Yeah. I value consistency over long periods. Yeah. And I value consistency, especially when they give you that goal scoring threat and their goal scoring threat and they end up winning you a league title, bro. Brother, that's something that you have to respect, and that's called credit in the bank. Something that Kai Havertz doesn't have is credit in the bank right now. Yeah, Kai Havertz doesn't have that. But anyway, let's move on.
I agree. I want to move on from the Kai Havertz conversation because I think we've done it to death on the show today. Steve,
I'm gonna head out if you're not gonna talk.
Yeah, no worries.